Why is diversity and inclusion important in science?
So diversity and inclusion important in science in part because it's important in life, it's important for humankind. We want everybody to have the opportunities in life that they can have, and they should have those opportunities irrespective of their gender, their race, their sexual preference or whatever. But it's important in science also because science relies on diversity of ideas. It relies on people thinking of things that other people hadn't thought of before. And the different perspectives you get from different walks of life and from different mindsets is key, really, to the success of science, because science is all about ideas and then testing whether the ideas are right. So that's why science needs diversity.
How important is it to lead by example, and why do you choose to be an ally to underrepresented groups?
Why do I do it? I do it because I think that I have a responsibility to capitalize on the privilege that I have as a man versus a man, as a heterosexual man, as a white heterosexual man, as a middle-aged white heterosexual man who went to Cambridge and all that stuff. So I have had an enormous number of privileges and advantages in life. And I think it's terribly important that one recognizes that one recognizes how lucky one has been oneself and can use that power to help others as much as I can help others.
What are the biggest changes to workplace culture you've witnessed throughout your career?
I don't think there have been enough big changes in workplace culture. I think there's a lot to go. I think that the formation of groups, the LGBT groups, the women in science groups and so on, that's been a huge help. That's made people feel accepted and valued within those organizations. Although I must say that they'll only feel really accepted and valued when there's no longer a need for those groups. The other thing is, I think there is beginning to be more of a recognition by the leaders of different organizations that this is important. And I think many organizations are now arranging unconscious bias sessions, making sure that recruitment does involve setting up a shortlist that is sufficiently diverse. And I think that has changed. That is something that wasn't happening when I was in my 30s and 40s. It's certainly happening now, and I think that's great.
What advice would you give to someone who doesn't feel like they fit in the mould of what a scientist should be?
I would say, first of all, remember that there is no mould as to what a scientist should be. And I think it's part of my job, it's part of your job, it's all our jobs to make sure that there isn't a perception of a mould to which people should fit. I think that's key. If there's still a residual concern about that, I would say be brave. Do what you want to do, screw your courage to the sticking point and go for it. But importantly, seek out mentors. Seek out people who can advise you and help you. And they may be people who may be LGBT, but they may be people like me who I claim to understand some of the issues, and I hope I can provide support and encouragement as well. So courage and mentorship, I think, are the important things.